Hey Gem Babies, and welcome to your 18 till 24 May 2020 love reading with me, Adrian. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time, you're welcome, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. As you know, I'm all about love and light and spreading those positive vibes, and we're gonna get straight to it. We're gonna get right to it. This reading focuses on love, all the nice, beautiful, romantic type of guga thingies that makes a person's heart smile. Alrighty, so card coming right out there. So as I'm talking to you, I'm going to be drawing cards. I'm going to start off with a crystal oracle card for you. I'm going to draw 2 oracle cards for you as well, and I want to end off your reading with those 2 oracle cards that I draw though. And then I want to see what I have for you for the rest. What is it for love? Now, of course, it is a general reading, so whatever resonates with you, you take that and you keep that inside your heart, and whatever doesn't resonate with you, you release it with peace and you let it go. Don't attach to things that are not for you. You're more than welcome to follow me on Facebook. You're welcome to follow me on Instagram. I go live on both channels on a regular basis, little daily motivations. The links are down below in the description box, as well as for the other services of my website. If you want to have a personal detailed reading, it is $12 US. I send you a 30 minutes downloadable reading. Those links are down below in the description box. And if it resonates with you, subscribe to my channel. Today is Monday, so today is, as it is for every week, the reading for the air signs coming out. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And of course, you are the Gem Babies. So just spraying some air cleansing spray. This is my Palo Santo, rosemary, and crystals kind of air cleansing spray. So there's a good spray for you, spray for me, spray for our space. And we see what we got. Alright, so I'm going to go right ahead and I'm going to draw some cards for you. See what we have here for you for some general guidance for love. It seems like some of you might have been running into a little bit of trouble there. Little bit of trouble there, Gem Babies. That seemed to might have been going down for some of you, but not to worry. Remember, this channel is all about giving you guidance. We're going to see what's going on there, how did you get yourself into this little bit of a pickle, and how you get yourself out of it. All right. First of all, there we go. It's about being true to yourself. With our crystal oracle card there, Kroikoi, which speaks all about sexuality. Now, sexuality being all about who you are, who you really are at the center and the core of yourself. Okay? If you wonder, you can always look back at the reading that I did for you last week, which was all about your past life, your energy, what brought you to where you are, those kind of contributing things. Or whatever reading resonates with you. But for this reading, we are focusing on the big question here for you at the moment is Gemini. Who are you? And who do you choose to be, or who do you choose not to be? Okay, now of course your mind can go a little bit crazy sometimes, and it can be very all over the place, and you can have all these many different interests, and this is fascinating and that is fascinating, but past all of those little this is fascinating and that is fascinating sort of things, who would you really like to be? When you kind of sit still sometimes and you think to yourself, who do you really want to be? Who is that? Because I feel that for overall, you've got some inner conflict that's happening over here, maybe some emotions that are coming up, some things that you might have thought that you dealt with, but it seems like maybe you didn't deal with them, so much yet, or they're kind of creeping up and they take you a little bit by surprise, because these are sort of those those previous situations that sometimes happen in life. We move on from them, be it an exit, be it somebody who, I don't know, ghosted you or didn't want to be with you, but there's some sort of previous situation that's coming up here, and it's coming up a little bit more than you might have expected. So it's sort of bowling you over, and you might not quite be sure what you actually need to do because you didn't expect it. All right, it's all a little bit sudden. It's a little bit like, what is going on here? I didn't expect this, and life can do that sometimes. Life can do that with us sometimes. So sending you some love here from my side. High up, what do you call it? Oh my goodness. Take 5. All right. So my beautiful Gem Babies, I do see that there are some previous situations and it's kind of got you there. But the thing is, when we focus a lot on a previous situation, and this is happening for you, and some of you might have even sort of kind of missed out on like a sort of like a romance there, or like opportunity for romance, or maybe something that you didn't really want to kind of get into the intricacies of it. Maybe you were still feeling a little bit, like you had a bit of your protector shell up, so you didn't want to go there quite yet, and you kind of friend zoned that person, okay? You did a friend zone thing, that the thing that you hate the most, you did it, okay? Um, but you needed to deal with some emotions. But I do also feel that, and this is beautiful, you kind of got through it, or you're in the process of really getting towards the end of getting through it. So you kind of, your ducks are very much doing like a straight row sort of thing. All right. Whereas before, there was like that one little ducky that did its own thing over there, and that sort of ducky had its own sort of plan over there. But you're like, yo, ducks, line up. All right, and there's quite a straight narrow coming in there in relation to your emotions and your feelings and that sort of things, which is amazing, because now you're really in that space where you're sort of looking at, it's almost like you're daydreaming a little bit, obviously with Gemini you can go into that space where you've got this beautiful mind, so you build these castles in the sky sometimes. And I think the thing I love so much about y'all is that you can have a complete meltdown over a breakup with somebody that doesn't even realize that the two of you were dating in the first place, because the whole thing was happening in your mind, in that beautiful imagination that you can have sometimes. But use that imagination to your advantage. Don't see phantoms where they're not. This is the time to take a chance, and easy does it. Don't feel that you have to go in there with the whole cavalry and you have to go straight in there and declare your undying love and let's be together. Easy does it. Okay? Easy does it. Because the easy does it, I feel the little bit that you do, if you this interest that you have, this person that you're interested in, easy's gonna do it. Nice and easy little steps. Okay? You don't have to go to the Swiss Alps and have some rose sculpted or have their name made out in chocolate or something like that. Something very simple could work. Just a little bit of candy, maybe. The smallest, start with something like a text message, something like that. You're good with words. Use that to your advantage. Do not doubt yourself. All right. Remember that as a Gemini, somehow you've got that thing where you are just naturally very attractive, and that previous person that maybe wasn't all for you, maybe that was just not your person. Maybe that was just your lesson. Those kind of things happen in life. That is all about how you grow and how you become ready for where you currently are. There's something really amazing happening over here. You remember that I was saying going forward, and this is exactly the same thing that happened in the Aquarius reading just now as well. This is amazing. As I said, going forward, the little bit that you do carries pays off positive dividends. Look at this. This is two different decks. Three of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is being clarified by Three of Pentacles. I mean, there is really something right there. I mean, you can't make those things up. I'm drawing these cards right in front of you. Okay. So easy is going to do it. I feel that the person you might be interested in, they are healed, but they're not exactly the kind of person that's just going to jump into things just like that. So they need you to kind of you need to lay it on them easy. Otherwise you will kind of overwhelm them as well. All right. So let's see what we've got here for you in clarifiers. Okay. So you would have realized before, though, and this is the kind of realization that you came to Gemini, that fighting these previous fights, you kind of saw that worrying about the spilled milk is not going to help you anymore. It's like you've gone into that space where you had no interest in dealing with the spilled milk anymore. You're not going to wipe it up. You're not going to clear it up. You're not going to apologize for it. You're not going to explain for it. You're about as done with it as done can be. You left with peace, you left with love, you're gone with it. But then there's that nagging little feeling that comes back. Should I have done something different? Did I do my best? Etc., etc., etc. Okay? You'll need to stop that. Because I feel there's moments where you have this beautiful newfound strength. But then there's sometimes when you go into that space where you feel totally weak again. Okay? Almost like somebody hit you on the kneecaps. Because you can see how beautiful there's a person here. You can see how beautiful it can be, but it's almost like for many of you, for the first time in your life, you're really scared, you're really afraid, you're kind of nervous, and it might be a little bit trippy for you to be feeling this way because you're not used to feeling this sort of way. This is not you. You're not used to having feelings of nerves about love and stuff like that. This is just not who you are. So when you suddenly feel these things, you're like, what's going on here? Like, what's going on here? Um, you might not be that comfortable with these sort of emotions. Because I think for many of you, for the first time in a long while, you know exactly what you want to have. You kind of got that person inside, that idea of who you want to settle down with. And you know what, and I really want to send my love out to you because I feel for many of you, it's almost like you feel like there's issues of worthiness here. Almost like you feel like, will this person, will this person almost find you good enough? Okay. So again, easy does it. Because if you're just going to jump onto the situation, because I feel that many of you, you're kind of gathering your courage and you're gathering your strength, and then you just want to go in there, boom, like a big lightning show. Boom, boom, boom. But remember, that is not necessarily what the other person needs as well. So when you kind of think and strategize, also think about what is it that the other person most likely need. All right, because I don't really feel that they need that whole big boom, boom, boom. Okay. In fact, that is the very thing that they don't need. So keeping a very clear goal of what it is that you'd like to have and what is it that they'd like to have. So use that beautiful, intelligent brain that the Creator blessed you with. And look at the situation very calmly, nice deep breaths. So, okay, if I had to give somebody else advice about this current situation that I am currently in, what would I advise that person? Okay, that is where your magic lies. If you had to give the sort of advice to somebody else, what advice would you give to that other person? Okay, easy does it. Don't go tripping. Okay, do not go tripping. Look in my beautiful black eyes. Do not go tripping. You got this. You're a Gemini. You got this. Okay? Right. Now, let's look at the cards. Those oracle cards. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this one says time to make a demonstration. Alright, and at the back it says, the older the soul, the softer the glance. The quicker the smile, the sooner to say, I love you. They also skip and wink more than normal and hold hands with those they walk beside. Utterly fearless, the universe. So what you want, the other person wants as well. But I do kind of feel that whilst you sitting around, you're kind of tripping, maybe, doubting yourself a little bit. That person kind of, it's almost like your other person goes like, I'm not too sure, easy into me, is she into me? So you're gonna have to make that first move, but remember, easy does it, small steps. Okay, begin now. Take your first step. Take that first step towards the beauty, the love, and the light that you want to have in this life. All right, know that you're worth it. No, it's why not? Why not? Okay, as long as you remember, easy does it, and you got this. Okay, honor, love, and respect you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy, your positivity, your love, and your light, Gemini. If you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, those links are down below. Follow my website, personal detailed reading, $12 for a 30-minute reading. And if it resonates with your heart, subscribe to the channel and hit that little notification bell next to the channel so you know when your next reading is available, which is every Monday. Namaste.